Tomorrow on Nightline, we're on the road with a fascinating new view of the American psyche, travelling in and living in Americans' recreational vehicles, how the RV culture is offering a new way to live for families with wandering hearts. That's tomorrow, only on Nightline. Tonight on Nightline, the simple life. No mortgage to pay, no yard to mow. Families living a whole new life on the road in family-sized RVs. What really happens when you simplify your life and try to live your dreams? The drink made me do it. And what keeps me up at night?
New York City, this is Nightline, October 13th, 2006.
Good evening and welcome to the weekend when many of us are desperate to spend time with our families and away from the distractions of work. Many recent surveys find that Americans now fear their lives are completely out of balance, that work is taking up too much of their time. Some even imagine what it would be like to get off the treadmill altogether. So what's it really like to simplify your life and live the dream? Well, tonight we're going to meet a family who embarked upon a journey, literally in an RV, toward a less stressful and more simple life. ABC's John Berman joined them on the road in the first instalment of our new series, which explores the American psyche.
The road to me is the same as life. You have exits and you have uphills and downhills. I don't know where it is that I'm going. A lot of the time we'll approach an intersection and look at each other and go left or right, you know, and there is no plan, you know, which is the only plan we have.
How does this thing corner?
Not like a Lotus, that's for sure. This is a big clunky, oh, what do they call it? The big old rolling turd coming through.
Meet the White family, or as they call it, the Bare Naked family. No, Greg, Jen, Austin, Sonny, and Kesley are not nudists or porn peddlers. Think Brady Bunch meets Easy Rider. They're a family on the road, and they aren't exactly driving a Harley. What's this all about? What's bare naked about the Bare Naked family?
I just bought that for my mom yesterday. And with the Bare Naked family, it's the perfect fit.
What does bare naked mean?
Shed all your stuff and live in an RV.
Shed all their stuff and live in an RV, which is exactly what they did. Greg was a successful engineer at computer giant Dell near Seattle. They had a nice house, nice cars, and a nice $1 million stock option. Sounds nice, right? Almost like the American dream.
What was wrong with your old life?
It didn't work for us.
It didn't work for us.
It's a really good life, but somehow there's just something that, as good as it was, there was a serious disconnect in our hearts and in our soul. We felt empty.
So they got out, big time. Sold the house, quit the job, pulled the kids from school, bought an RV, and left, and never looked back.
It was a financial risk that we recognized, but we knew too that we just had to take back our family. We had to take back our family life. We had, at the time, we were on meds. We were, you know, taking medications and marriage counseling, and the kids were getting shuffled off everywhere. So we really knew in our hearts we had to get away from that for us.
They traded one American dream, the white picket fence, for another, the open road.
Pulling out of the driveway and looking back one more time, and then looking forward, and the road goes on forever, and the party never ends.
They've been on the road, more or less, for 5 years, 43 states, thousands of miles. It is sort of like Easy Rider, though, as I quickly learned, it isn't all wind in the hair excitement.
We need to dump our poop, man. It's all sitting in there in a tank, and it goes right down this line into a hole in the ground and drains to our local lakes and rivers.
So every day, once a day?
They're what, 30, 40 gallons each? So it depends on, you know, the load. So the toilet, it holds the sewage, and you don't want to just open that one and let everything flow because it dries up and it clogs your holes, you know, it clogs everything up.
They asked me if I wanted to help.
Let's be completely clear. I don't want to do anything.
No,
okay, so
we want you
Okay.
to make sure that we're plugged in so we don't have a hazard on our hands. You come over, and here's our local spring hole. It comes gushing out, and sometimes it'll pop off, and then you've got a mess.
Right.
So you don't want to mess.
No, I certainly don't want to mess.
No, you don't want to mess.
Here we go.
And then we may have some smells.
That's not so bad.
There's a clear adapter that we use, and that way you can see how clean or clear, after, when you're flushing, basically.
I'm not sure I know you guys well enough to be having this discussion.